Hello gemstone hunter. What if that smooth, unremarkable river stone, the one anyone would kick without thinking, hid an interior so rare it could completely change how you see the natural world? Few realize that there's an almost invisible detail separating an ordinary rock from a true mineral treasure, and that's precisely why so many pass by without imagining what they're missing. Nature loves to play hide and seek, and these stones are living proof of that, simple on the outside. Explosions of color, crystals, and stories millions of years old inside. It's as if each stone is a silent invitation for those who know how to look beyond the obvious. And when someone finally recognizes the right signs, they feel that spark of discovery that transforms everything. If this has already piqued your curiosity, get ready, because what comes next deepens that feeling even further. By the way, before continuing, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, because you won't want to miss any of the upcoming secrets hidden among the river stones. Imagine the scene, someone walking slowly along the bank of a river, smelling the damp scent of earth freshly kissed by the water, while the current murmurs stories that no one else hears. They bend down, pick up a cold, perfectly smooth stone, and don't even imagine that within that mineral silence lie colors, crystals, and patterns that took millions of years to form, almost as if the earth itself had decided to paint a secret masterpiece. It's fascinating to think that these stones, so discreet, carry the weight of entire eras, witnessing ancient volcanoes, vanished rivers, and unimaginable pressures. The water, with its infinite patience, sculpts each curve like a sculptor in no hurry, creating smooth surfaces that deceive even the most attentive eyes. And the most curious thing is that, even with all this hidden richness, they remain there, quiet, waiting for someone sensitive enough to realize that not everything that seems simple truly is. It's as if the river offers small clues to the past, but only to those who walk slowly enough to notice them. And when this perception awakens, it creates a kind of emotional portal, opening space to see the natural world with different eyes, more attentive, more curious. It is in this type of gesture, seemingly trivial, that discoveries begin that change the way someone connects with nature. And, without realizing it, this person gets closer and closer to the point where secrets begin to reveal themselves, preparing the ground for something even more surprising. Since ancient times, humans have collected stones from rivers without even knowing exactly why, as if there were a silent call coming from the water, an invitation to touch the history rooted deep within the earth. Ancient peoples believed that rivers were messengers, capable of transporting fragments of distant worlds, bringing to the surface what was hidden in the depths. It is no coincidence that many of history's most famous gems emerged precisely from riverbeds. Agates revealed in simple shells, quartz that only shone after being broken, geodes that seemed like mere gray rocks until the right moment. There is something almost spiritual in this process, because the river not only shapes the stone, it shapes the perception of those who find it. When a person holds a river rock and feels its weight, its temperature, and its texture, they are not just touching an object, they are touching a vestige of the planet in its purest form. And that's where the philosophical layer of it emerges. Perhaps nature has always hidden its beauty behind ordinary surfaces to teach that value lies in what is not immediately seen. This understanding creates a kind of complicity between the observer and what is observed, a connection that awakens the feeling that every detail matters. And, as this perception deepens, it becomes impossible to look at a river stone in the same way. Something within the person changes. An openness to question, investigate, discover. And it is precisely in this change that the next secret begins to emerge, ready to be revealed at the right moment. When someone encounters a river rock for the first time, they usually see only a smooth, cold, and weathered object, as if there were nothing there but a silent piece of nature. But what almost no one realizes is that these rocks are true natural treasure chests, slowly shaped by the currents and guardians of secrets that time has left hidden. On the outside, they seem banal. Inside, they hold geodes with crystalline cavities, agates with mesmerizing patterns, jaspers with almost picturesque textures, and quartz that grew in absolute darkness. Water erosion acts as a veil, a cloak that hides the entire inner spectacle, confusing even experienced eyes. Many pass by without imagining that they are literally walking on fragments millions of years old. And that is the great charm. The apparent simplicity is only the surface of an entire universe trapped inside the rock. A collector in Australia used to say that each river stone was like a sealed letter sent by Earth, and only those who dare to open it discover the message. When a person understands this, something changes in the way they look at these stones, curiosity awakens, their gaze becomes more attentive, and their hand hesitates before discarding what seems common. And, of course, if you've already begun to feel that spark of discovery within you, take advantage of it and leave a like to strengthen this journey. Who knows, maybe you'll find your own mineral time capsule out there, huh? The most impressive moment happens when someone decides to break open one of these rocks, believing they won't see anything special, and then they encounter an interior so vibrant that it seems impossible it could have been hidden for so long. It's almost a cinematic scene. The gray shell cracks open, revealing crystals that shine like tiny natural lanterns, perfect geometric structures, and colors reminiscent of abstract paintings. In some places in the United States, especially in Arizona and Oregon, collectors have documented the discovery of spectacular geodes inside rocks that are completely opaque on the outside, true geological surprises masked by decades of erosion. It's curious how the interior of these stones contrasts with the simple exterior, reinforcing a kind of silent lesson about nature's patience. Those who witness this for the first time often feel a mixture of astonishment and humility, as if they were looking at something alive. And this feeling awakens a kind of almost spiritual respect for everything the planet creates unseen, in total anonymity. That's why many experienced prospectors say that breaking open a river rock is like opening a portal to the past. And you? Have you ever imagined discovering something like that with your own hands? Comment below what rock have you found that intrigued you. What's most fascinating is that science confirms exactly what these collectors have always intuitively perceived. River rocks function as natural capsules where minerals grow protected, accumulating internal patterns impossible to reproduce artificially. Over thousands of years, water removes surface impurities and creates rigid outer layers, while the interior remains intact, awaiting the moment when someone curious enough decides to investigate. In regions like the English countryside and the Irish coast, researchers have already found river rocks with internal structures so complex that they resemble miniature sculptures, shaped by invisible forces. And the interesting thing is that each mineral found inside these rocks tells a different story. Some reveal ancient volcanoes, others show rare chemical transformations, and some even record historical climate changes. Those who learn to interpret these signs enter a completely new universe, where each stone is more than an object, it's a document of the earth. And this perception transforms any ordinary walk along a riverbank into an adventure full of possibilities. It's as if each step could hide a silent treasure. But there's another surprising detail that few people know. While most ignore these rocks, thinking they're just useless weights, experienced collectors around the world know they can hide extremely rare minerals, and often spend years searching for the perfect shape that indicates something special inside. In the United States, for example, there are entire groups dedicated solely to hunting river rocks that hide geodes, bringing together entire families on expeditions that blend science, curiosity, and a good dose of adventure. Each discovery tells a story, but also opens up new questions. Why did that rock, in that specific position, in that river, hold exactly that formation? It's as if the universe has its own way of revealing its mysteries. Those who understand this begin to develop a more attentive eye, noticing details that previously went unnoticed, small cracks, different sounds when tapped, subtle variations in weight or texture. And, little by little, this person begins to see that nothing there is truly random. It is this type of awareness that paves the way for further knowledge, because when someone understands what these rocks conceal, the question naturally arises, how do you identify which ones are really worth breaking? And that brings us directly to the next point. When someone begins to observe river rocks more intently, the first thing they need to learn is the wise prospector's eye, that eye that doesn't judge by the surface, but by the subtle signs that nature lets slip. One of the most important signs is weight. If two rocks of the same size feel different when held, the heavier one may indicate internal mineralization, such as dense quartz, agate, or even cavities filled with crystals. Another powerful sign is sound. Simply tap one stone gently against another and pay attention. A hollower sound suggests internal space, typical of geodes, while a fuller sound indicates a solid interior. Small natural cracks also tell stories. If you notice lines with subtle colors, such as beige, lilac, or reddish-brown, it may be a window revealing quartz, agate, or jasper. Observing the shape of the rock also helps. More rounded, almost spherical structures often hide internal cavities because the river tends to polish this shape over decades. And the more you train these signals, the faster you can decide, on a simple walk, whether or not it's worth taking the rock home. This process transforms each step by the river into a silent game, where intuition blends with technique, and that's exactly what opens the door to even greater discoveries. Simple tools can completely change the outcome of a search, and the best part is you don't need anything sophisticated. A basic geological hammer already makes a big difference because it allows you to break the rock precisely, avoiding damage to the interior. Safety glasses are indispensable, not for dramatic reasons, but because any flying fragment can cause injury. A thick cloth is also essential. It holds the stone while you hammer, prevents splinters from scattering, and reduces the impact on the internal crystal, if present. A compact magnifying glass, even an inexpensive one, helps to observe superficial details that go unnoticed with the naked eye. In regions where sunlight changes rapidly, such as riverbanks with tall trees, it's even worth using your cell phone's flashlight to identify glints, textures, and more translucent points on the surface. In places like Washington State in the UK or Canada, collectors use exactly this simple set to find valuable rocks hidden among hundreds of other common ones. And the most interesting thing is that this process creates a genuine sense of adventure. Each tool is like a small superpower that expands your perception. When a person understands how it all works, they begin to realize that breaking rocks isn't about strength, but about sensitivity, and that opens the way to the secrets that come next. What truly distinguishes a beginner from an experienced collector is the ability to interpret the signs before breaking the rock, and this requires patience and practice, but it's totally worth the effort. Gradually, you begin to pick up on nuances, the rougher texture in a specific area, the subtle glint of a quartz crystal trying to escape through a microfissure, or even the constant, icy touch that indicates unusual density. In some cases, it's possible to feel a different vibration when tapping with your finger, almost as if there were an internal echo, typical of geodes with loose crystals. And the more a person practices, the more natural it all becomes. These methods have been used for decades by collectors in England, Canada, and the USA, but are still unknown to most, precisely because no one teaches them in this practical and detailed way. When someone learns these criteria, they begin to walk along the riverbank as if deciphering secret codes left by nature. And, without realizing it, this person prepares themselves for something even deeper, understanding that these discoveries are not just about stones, but about stories of places, people, and even entire eras. And that's exactly what brings us to the next point, where the possibilities expand even further. There are places where rivers seem to hide entire worlds, offering seemingly ordinary stones that, to trained eyes, reveal unexpected treasures. In the United States, regions like Oregon, Kentucky, and Tennessee are known for their banks rich in geodes, agates, and quartz, often camouflaged among seemingly mundane pebbles. In Australia and Canada, collectors report discovering rare patterns and crystals in stones that initially appeared monotonous, proving that perception and patience make all the difference. The secret lies in recognizing small clues, irregular shapes, subtle cracks, variations in weight or shine, all signs that the interior may hide something extraordinary. Each river has its own geological history, and by studying it, you drastically increase your chances of finding something unique. Furthermore, these regions offer educational experiences. It's possible to learn about natural processes, erosion, and mineralogy while exploring the riverbed. By connecting observation and historical knowledge, the search ceases to be random and becomes strategic. This transforms simple walks into true scientific expeditions, where every stone can become a memorable discovery. And if you're imagining yourself in this scenario, take advantage of it now to leave a like and to show that you also want to explore these secrets. Real-life stories reinforce the magnitude of these discoveries. In Oregon, collectors opened geodes that seemed like small universes, with perfectly formed crystals and unexpected colors. In Kentucky and Tennessee, agates emerged with delicate patterns that enchanted even experts. In England, collectors' records show that jaspers and quartz from ancient rivers revealed details that help to understand past geological events, demonstrating that each stone tells its own story. Sharing these experiences is a powerful way to inspire curiosity and form a community of explorers attentive to nature. Students, enthusiasts, and families can learn together, developing attention to detail and patience for observation, skills that apply to many aspects of life. At the same time, those who learn to identify patterns, analyze weight, sound, and cracks develop an instinct that guides future searches and avoids wasting time on stones without potential. And, of course, when finding something impressive, sharing photos or accounts generates collective learning, strengthening the network of explorers. So, if you're already excited to head out to the riverbank and test your skills, comment below which river or region you would like to explore first, because this type of interaction also inspires discovery and increases the sense of community. How many times has something extraordinary passed through someone's hands and been discarded without realizing its value? River stones teach us just that. What seems ordinary on the outside can hide beauty, complexity, and ancient stories within. When a person begins to observe attentively, their way of looking at the world changes because they learn to see beyond the surface. Each crack, each unexpected shine or weight is an invitation to realize that small details can carry profound meanings. It's a natural mirroring with the observer. Just as the stone reveals its interior with patience, many life situations only show value if we look carefully. Walking by the river becomes a ritual of discovery and, upon perceiving what is hidden, awakens curiosity, admiration, and respect for the natural timing of things. Each special stone found is not just about the rock, but about the capacity to be moved and open oneself to hidden experiences. This daily exercise of attention strengthens perception, patience, and the ability to find value in unexpected places. With this mindset, a person begins to see opportunities and learn from each situation, transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary. The metaphor extends to life. Just as rocks only reveal their value when opened, moments, relationships, and situations only show their importance when observed carefully. Seemingly banal situations can hide profound lessons, but they require patience, perception, and intention. Training the eye is not just a practical skill for collectors, it's a philosophy of life. Observing, exploring, and perceiving patterns teaches attention, discrimination, and appreciation. Each stone analyzed reinforces the habit of recognizing what truly matters, differentiating opportunity from distraction. This perception influences decisions, attitudes, and worldview, showing that value is not always on the surface, but hidden, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. Nature, silent and patient, becomes a teacher, demonstrating that observing and interpreting is as valuable as acting. Thus, each mineral discovery becomes a living metaphor for life. Patience, curiosity, and the courage to investigate the unknown are skills that expand to all fields, preparing the person to transform knowledge into action and continuous learning. Now that you've learned to observe, identify, and appreciate what's hidden within a seemingly ordinary stone, it's time to transform that perception into concrete action. Imagine yourself walking along a riverbank, applying everything we've discussed, analyzing weight, sound, cracks, and shine, and noticing signs that few observe. Each step becomes an exercise in attention, and each stone, an opportunity for discovery. And the most interesting thing is that, by sharing your experiences, you connect with a community of curious explorers, exchanging stories, tips, and findings. Therefore, I invite you to comment below about the most interesting rock you've ever found or where you intend to begin your search. This strengthens the exchange of knowledge. Furthermore, like the video. To support this content and help spread these techniques, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future discoveries and practical tips that can transform the way you see the world. Remember, true transformation happens when knowledge and practice meet, and every action you take now is a step towards finding hidden treasures, both in nature and in life itself. Click on the video that is currently appearing on your screen. You might have a diamond in your backyard and not even know it. In it, you will realize that what seemed ordinary can hide true treasures. Each smooth stone, ignored by everyone, can hold rare crystals, unique colors, and shapes that tell stories millions of years old. Training your eye is about transforming the obvious into the extraordinary, seeing details that most people never notice. Even your own backyard can be the stage for surprising discoveries, you just need to pay attention. Each crack, shine, or different weight is an invitation to explore and learn. Nature hides secrets from those who observe with patience and curiosity. So look around, you really might have a diamond in your backyard and not even know it. See you later, gemstone hunter.